With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. Jackson now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On second down, here's Mitchell. Oh, what a move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. That was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3 the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never give those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in. After that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Achane to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. You look at this Baltimore defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And going deep for Hill. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, the return is Williams. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. Down the right sideline. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Again, they run with Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This from 36 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. H.A. now up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
6-0 our score after 1. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. A give up the middle to H.A. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. H.A. on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Out of the gun, here's a give to H.A. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They chain once more. And not a whole lot there as he'll get him down at about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Hill. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Ravens at 13-2 on the year. Well, they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, a run from Hill. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They go play action with Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. After the turnover, it's Tua. This one thrown underneath to Achane. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Tua going to try and go quickly here.
It's the pick at the 6. Brings up second and 4.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. This one caught downfield by Higgins. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Tua now on first down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, Tua. To the left side, taken in by Chosen. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Elijah Higgins. As the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion left, Flowers. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Tua going to throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Achane gets it from the gun. And he's got it down to the 28.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a 2nd and 6. Tua is going to change things up. Off a play action. Tagovailoa. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Now Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Elijah Higgins, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Justice Hill. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Ravens. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. And now an audible here into something else. Now it's H8 headed right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Throw caught by Flowers. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Jackson now. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Here's Tua. Buying time to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Three quarters in the books. On first down, Tagovailoa. Open man is Higgins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Achane not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 5. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Hill. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hill will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
This is a type of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. Now, before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And the lead is now 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Running right, here's A-Chain. Oh, a nice spin. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
If you're the offensive player, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Now 2nd and 4. Tua. That ball caught. It's chosen. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Tua. They get it to Hill, and they'll let him run. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A little bit of an unconventional call there.
Yeah, but it worked, and how great was that? That's got to give them a lift in this situation.
Here's 1st down. Now Tua. On the handoff, it's A-Chain. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Throwing Tua. It's A-Chain on the give. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled in.
Sanders' kick is good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some...
And he's loose again, up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And finally, he's out of bounds, but how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A 34-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Ravens, they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.